Hi there, Leo. Welcome to your weekly Tarotscope beginning on August 8th until the 15th. This is Sagittarius Yogini. I want to wish a happy solar return to all Leo people, regardless of when your birthday is, just because this is the time, or maybe it has come and gone, but still happy birthday. And I want to say a couple of astrological things that are coming up for the next week. Actually, one of them is more galactic or cosmic. It's the Lionsgate portal. The height of it is on the 8th. And this year we have 888. So it is especially potent because if you know anything about the number 8, it is the number of material power and material wealth. So it's a great manifesting portal. And because this is coming right after the new moon in Leo, that was just the other day, it was at 12 degrees of Leo. I think that makes it even more so. And that's why I'm doing you first, because you're the sign that is where the sun is at. And you're ruled by the sun. So there you go. On the 14th, Mercury, which has been retrograding in Virgo in your second house of earned income, goes back into your first house. The second house is also the house of self-esteem. So there might be some issues there that you're reflecting upon. For Leo, that bravado, is it really coming from a place of confidence, or is it compensation for maybe feeling less than, and it's not that this is your default type of feeling. It's something that can be bred into someone due to past experiences. So Leos are not immune from this kind of thing either. But who knows, maybe this has to do with the way that you carry yourself and how it impacts your profits. This would be especially true if you are like I don't know, in sales, where your personality is really like front and center, and maybe you make commissions and all of that stuff. So let's look at the cards for the week. This is the Light Seers Tarot deck, one of my go-to decks. Really like the imagery. Oh, there's the sun. That's you. I'm going to pick an additional card. Four of Cups is definitely not. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it here. I'm not going to just keep picking cards. But I do see some perhaps relationship issues for some people. I don't know. Well, this could even be for work matters, because the heart of the matter is the Empress card, and you can see that this woman is pregnant. Well, yes, it could be literally that you're pregnant or that you want to be pregnant, but it can also be creativity. And that's why when people have like creative projects, they go, this is my baby, because that's that's what they're birthing through their creative endeavors. And so this is a card that's connected to the planet Venus, and the two signs that are ruled by Venus are Taurus and Libra. So it could definitely be that such a person is on your mind right now or in your life in a big way. But if this is something to do with you, you may be feeling like you want something that the Empress represents, but perhaps it isn't that easy to obtain. For instance, if you are a very creative person, but you're doing a type of profession that's very left-brained, that's very linear, or, just something other than um, being a performer, being a musician, whatever it is, that could be weighing on you because you don't feel like you're using your talents. And it just doesn't feel exciting. Leos are larger than life, and life for you is not meant to be mundane. It's meant to be, um, this grand play, and that we're all actors in this play. Oh, let me talk about this card because this is actually you. What crosses you is the Sun card, and that's funny. What crosses you? It's blocking you. This is a card you can see the sun infusing into the crown chakra of this person. This is kind of the interplay of what creation is. It's like we're putting stuff out in the universe, but we're also gaining that inspiration from above. And the idea of the sun in astrology is the individual. It's and that's what creativity really is. It's not about being derivative of, trying to copy somebody else. It's really creating artistic works that really like are infused with your essence. And that's what other people respond to because you can have a genre of music and there are all these people doing it, but they each have their own little touch, personal touch. So it's kind of like, for some Leos, this can be like an identity crisis. Like you really don't know how to express yourself. That sounds almost impossible to believe, but it can be until you allow yourself. I mean, there are always going to be outliers with every sign. And so I might be speaking to a minority of Leos, but it's very important to impress upon this. And really, to me, it's also about being your own person. If you are a man or a woman, the Empress card could be you wanting to maybe just stay home and raise children and not have this, grandiose career or whatever. That's the main focus. Leo is connected to children. So, oh yeah, you know what? By the way, this blocking it, this could be that you're trying to have children and you can't, like you're not conceiving. And really, um, I'll just keep going here. And it could also be writer's block or some creative block. What's coming in is the Emperor. This card is connected to Aries. And Aries is a sign that is very bold and taking action, action oriented, not talk oriented, but action oriented, but very individualistic. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac and it represents the house of the self. And so this is about getting your house in order. It's numbered 4, and 4 is connected to Saturn. And in astrology, Saturn rules the 4th house of home and family. I mean, not Saturn. The 4th house is the house of home and family. So it's about foundations. So you might have to go back to basics. If there's something, let's say you want to switch to an artistic career, you have to lay that foundation. How are you going to support yourself in the interim while you build your career? Are you going to work a day job? What kind of lifestyle do you want? What kind of habits will ensure this? all of the important things, or like what's going on with you right now that might be preventing that. And same thing goes for motherhood, or um, whatever it is that the Empress represents to you. How can you make that happen? What kind of conditions can you cultivate that will make this happen? And this is why I picked an additional card to this one, because you can see by the look on her face that it's a card that is expressing dissatisfaction. I did read a book that said that the Four of Cups could be like a stable um, emotional relationship, or feelings that are very stabilized because of the person that you're with. But the overall interpretation, I think, of the Four of Cups is dissatisfaction. You may be involved with someone and you just can't see them as someone you want to spend the rest of your life with, let alone start a family with. And that's a very important thing to think about before, because you may want to be a parent more than anything else, but you have to look at the whole picture. Are you with someone that you could see doing it? Now, I could see a Leo person saying, well, I don't care, I'll be a single parent, but that's not really that's the kind of thing that you do if you can't make it happen. But to just say that off, right out of the box, it really doesn't work like that, because even if you were a single parent, you would still have to deal with that other person. That person would still be in your life in one way or another. So the Emperor can be someone, if this is the other person, they may be kind of dictatorial, and you may clash because of it. It's funny, they say that fire signs are all supposed to get along because they trine one another. Well, that's not necessarily true in individual charts, and also things can look good on paper and not really be true with individuals. And so you may be in a relationship with an Aries and maybe it's not so great, or have had one in the past that didn't work out. As a fire sign myself, as a Sagittarian, I don't really, I don't find fire signs to be, I'm talking about Leos and Aries, they're kind of like draining to me, because they're so extroverted, sometimes loud, and, kind of hyper. So, no offense, if I don't want to make any enemies right now. But yeah, so the Four of Cups can be that there is something that you're not enthused about. And if a Leo person isn't enthused about what they're doing, that's a good red flag that something may be up. So I drew a clarification card, Seven of Swords. This, you can say that this can be a card of, in a relationship, someone cheating on the other person. Okay, fine. But in this case, I think that this is related to another interpretation of the Seven of Swords, which is about um, doing something. It's like keeping your own counsel. Maybe you're strategizing behind the scenes. And the great thing about that is that a person isn't just like putting all their business out, maybe sharing it with friends. I mean, you'd think that you would be able to share things with other people, but sometimes it's not wise, because they can shoot it down and kind of plant out in your mind, and you don't really need that. So, yeah, it's a card of like, you may have things that you want to do, but you can kind of start the ball rolling by yourself wait till something takes hold so that you don't have to deal with the additional kind of problems that can crop up when other people get threatened, because that's what I think it really is, that you're, going after your dreams, for instance. And that even applies to having children, maybe being a hands-on parent. Like a father could be a stay-at-home parent after his wife gives birth or his partner gives birth. He might be the one that would be the most appropriate in that role at some point. But the point is that other people, they want to put their 2 cents in, and it can be very discouraging sometimes. So this, what I'm seeing here, because this kind of thing, that's not typical for Leo. Usually you're very upbeat. So, the bottom line is that when you're trying to nurture something that is just in the early stages, it can be really a good idea to do it behind the scenes. And, when you're ready, you can tell everybody about it. Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, you can check me out at rainamoonastrology.com. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.